From the studios of 7 Perth, Sally Bowrey.
Good evening. It was hard to miss today, that huge black plume of smoke over our southern suburbs. The cause was a big blaze near a Spearwood warehouse that left a damage bill of $400,000, and it may have been deliberately lit. Blake Johnson reports.
200 tonnes of plastic and rubber in a raging inferno. Firefighters were called at 10 this morning. 2 hours later, the fire was twice the size. The view from the 7 helicopter as thick black smoke was pushed east. The Environment Department reported nearby suburbs were not exposed to high levels of toxins. On the ground, 50 firefighters from 8 stations struggled to gain control. An electric fence stopped them getting in quicker.
The fire had taken hold in one of the warehouses and a store of fire tyres by the site.
It's unclear what started the fire. The arson squad is going over what's left. The alarm on a warehouse next door went off early this morning. Rangers reported seeing a motorbike in the street around the same time.
This is the yard not far from where the fire actually happened, and this is the kind of stuff that was burning this morning. Plastic and rubber pipes and the offcuts of them. Firefighters say this kind of stuff has a very high ignition point, but once it gets started, it's incredibly difficult to put out.
Blake Johnson, 7 News.
A Perth mum has made the heartbreaking decision to bring her little boy home from hospital to die after doctors told her there's nothing more they can do. Xavier Mullins has cancer. He's just 2 years old. His mother's hoping he'll hold on until next weekend for a party to celebrate his life.
News.
An extraordinary carjacking overnight. A couple forced out of their car at knife point in a McDonald's drive-through. It happened at a McDonald's in Bowrey. The driver of this Falcon had a knife held to his throat. The car later found abandoned after it crashed outside the Joondalup Library. Detectives say the man then carjacked another car at a nearby shopping centre. To the mystery of a missing Perth father, Mitka Namovsky now, and police have started an investigation into a third location for clues. Blake Johnson's in Osborne Park. Blake.
Sally, police have been here since yesterday, but they won't tell us what they're looking for or what they've found. A forensic tent was set up in the driveway of what I believe is a disused building behind Nifty's Lunch Bar on McDonald Street. They've been collecting and sorting items taken from the building almost all day.
The roll doors of that shed were open. There was a Commodore in there, maybe a VN or a VP. Boot was open. There was a few guys going through the boot of the car.
Mitka Namovsky has been missing for a week now, last seen at a friend's house in Nollamara, and police are very concerned for the 38-year-old because he has a 6-year-old daughter and has never left her for this long. Sally?
Thanks, Blake. Police had to break up a wild brawl in Beachborough early this morning. 80 people were using bottles, rocks, even a machete as weapons. The fight broke out at a cultural centre at the corner of Beachborough Road and Reed Highway. The venue was being hired out for a Sudanese fashion parade.
Usually they have parties on most Fridays and Saturdays, so like all night they were having music playing.
The violence blamed on gate crash.